Hey you guys, it is Kelly. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. You know I always appreciate your time. So today, 30 videos, 30 days. We are doing it still. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time and didn't know that I was doing 30 videos in 30 days, I will link the series above. I talk about travel. I'm in Bali right now, and I talk about entrepreneur. That last year was my first year starting online. This year I'm going to be mostly online, and today I wanted to talk about gratitude because it is a superpower. It's a superpower that we have and we are not using enough of. A few years ago, it's probably been more than that, probably like 5 years ago, I started went through stuff and got a life coach, and that was one of the main things, gratitude. Now if I say gratitude and you roll your eyes, this video is for you. Because yes, I totally thought it was BS, and I totally rolled my eyes and I was like, what is this crap all about? But I mean, it started to, I did start noticing the changes, and I'm just going to give you guys kind of an example of what happened to me, because like I totally said, I was not like a believer in the whole gratitude thing. I thought it was bullshit and just like a waste of my time, but it's not. And it's free, and it takes a minute. So I'm going to try to cram this into you guys. So here is my like kind of case scenario. So when I had my coach, we would do calls, we would do group calls, and on one of the group calls, so every group call we'd have to go around our circle and say what we were grateful for. And now I was brand new, and some of these people had been with my life coach for a while, so you know, we were all in different stages, which was pretty interesting. So, you know, when you first start with gratitude, it's hard, like you don't think about it. So mine were always like my friends and my family. And then I remember one day this guy was like, I sat under a tree today in the park and the tree was so green, and I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously, bro? Like, what? Really, this is what you're grateful for? And then at the time, like, I just did not get it, and maybe that's where you're at, and that's very cool because you can transition a lot, like I did maybe. So yeah, so it was actually almost, so I did end up getting more used to the gratitude, and yeah, learning, you know, to be grateful for kind of the smaller things as well, not just like, you know, your friends and your family and the big things that you can think about, you know, just like hearing kids laugh, and yes, cheesy things like that, but yes, it's all very important, and it changes the way you think. So here's my example of how I went from like, gratitude is totally bullshit, like why should I do it, to like, holy yay, like I saw the light kind of thing. One day, yeah, and it was almost, I say it was like 9 months, 10 months, almost a year later, I was literally walking home from the gym, and I stopped at these bushes. I'm not even joking. I almost probably cry every time I tell the story because it just really affected me. So I was walking home, saw these stupid bushes, and I was like, oh my god, they're so green, and however they were cut, it just like caught my attention, and I was like, so I started taking pictures, and I was like, wow, these are like amazing, and then I was like, oh my god, and then I literally started crying and laughing because it was pretty funny that I did like complete full like 360 because I heard this guy in his tree story, and I was just like, what the F, right? And now this is totally me. I'm like, what are these, how are these so green? And I just totally had like a huge appreciation for it. And yes, so totally, if I say gratitude and you think BS, that's great, because you can come around, and I mean, it literally will change how you start your day, which is pretty significant. As you start like really working on your mindset stuff, it's pretty powerful how much stuff we feed into our brains that is not useful, like all the negative stuff, which we usually start our day with. I know if you're like how I was before, you know, maybe you hate your job, maybe you just hate your living arrangements, maybe, you know, there's a lot of changes that you want to make and that you haven't, so you're kind of disappointed in yourself, so you wake up feeling like guilty or stressed as soon as you wake up, and those are your first thoughts in the morning. You know, and then I've said this before, but like then you go to the bathroom, and then you're like, oh, I'm too, like, you know, my hair is too long or too short or too curly, I'm too white, I'm too dark, I'm you know, too tan, I have too many lines on my face, I'm fat, I'm too thin. Like, there's a million things you feed your mind with. That's totally a habit. Like, you don't even have to think about it, you just do it now. So that's what my whole gratitude thing is about, just changing the way you talk to yourself. and just learning how to appreciate your life and the things that you do have already, and you have a lot of them even if you might not think about it. Yeah, so in February, for sure, February 1st, I'm going to start gratitude challenge in my Facebook group. If you're not in it, hop in it. And like I said, if you think it's bullshit, that's okay. Sign up, and you know, even if you don't want to completely participate every day, you can always just see what other people are doing, because sometimes I feel like people join groups but they're like, they don't want to say anything yet, they're too nervous or shy, or you know, they just don't like to socialize that way. That's okay, but they like to know what people are saying and what other people are doing, which is awesome. So February 1st I'll start that because I will be back in Canada then, and then yeah, so I'll be posting in there every day what I'm grateful for, and yeah, so let's start it. Maybe you want to start the challenge now and start practicing now, because in February we'll be doing every single day, and it takes a while to build a habit up. And yeah, so this kind of gives you some time. So yeah, start now. You can leave below what you're grateful for. I'll leave my link for my group, or any ways you guys can message me. I'll leave all my links below. Send me a message anytime. Like if you think it's BS, give me a message. If you think it's awesome, give me a message. If you're like, I have no clue anything about it, help me. I will totally help you out. Because like I said, I feel like it's like, it's so free and it's so easy, and you can start any second of any day. And just start with, I'm a huge believer in small steps to make those huge, amazing, awesome changes in your life that will greatly improve your quality of life. Okay, I should stop talking now because I have another video tomorrow. So tomorrow, yes, another video, 30 days. So 30 days, I'm doing this challenge to the comfort zone, be behind the camera more so I get more comfortable. Maybe up my edits a bit there, and then in February start like a solid schedule. No, it won't be every day. Start a solid schedule of my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so if you are starting gratitude or interested in it, you know, always ask me questions. I'm always around on social media, and have an awesome day until tomorrow. Make sure you give me that thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I will link above my 30-day series, and yeah, you can pop around. There's other things, like I said, there's other series up there. Okay guys, thanks so much. See you later.